Have you ever felt a strange pull deep within? Something you couldn't quite explain but couldn't ignore either? Perhaps it was a fleeting thought, a whisper of a feeling, or an inexplicable sense that life was meant to be more than the daily grind. That quiet nudge may have appeared during moments of solitude, when the world around you seemed to slow down, and you caught a glimpse of something greater, something waiting for you to uncover. This isn't just your imagination. It's the beginning of an awakening, one that has been whispered about for centuries in hidden circles of power. The elite, those who have sought control over the masses, have long feared the rise of individuals capable of seeing beyond the illusions carefully crafted to keep humanity asleep. They know that once people like you awaken, their carefully constructed systems of control begin to crumble. And now, the moment they dreaded has arrived. You are beginning to see the truth, to feel the shift, and to recognize the immense power that lies within. This is no ordinary moment in your life. It is the culmination of countless events, synchronicities, and trials that have led you here. You've likely felt out of place at times, wondering why the world seemed to operate by rules that didn't resonate with your inner self. You may have questioned your purpose, feeling as though you were meant for something far greater than what life has offered so far. That inner longing wasn't a mistake, it was a signal. And now, here you are, reading these words, not by chance but by divine design. Spirit has guided you to this point, and whether you fully realize it yet or not, you are standing at the threshold of something extraordinary. This is a turning point, a moment where everything begins to change. The signs have been there all along. The unexplainable pull, the recurring thoughts, the moments when life tested you to your limits. It has all led to this revelation. The universe has been preparing you, refining you through every challenge, every setback, and every moment of doubt. You are not here to live an ordinary life dictated by external expectations. You are here to step into your true power, to claim the role you were always destined to fulfill. This journey is about more than just personal transformation. It's about awakening to a reality that has been hidden in plain sight. As you begin to see beyond the veil, you'll realize that the life you've lived up until now was only a preparation, a training ground for the mission that lies ahead. The world is shifting, and those who awaken to their true nature will lead the way into a new era. So, the question is, are you ready to step into the unknown? Are you ready to uncover the limitless power that has always been within you? You've already felt it stirring. The time has come to answer the call. What lies ahead may not be easy, but the reward for embracing your full potential will be beyond anything you can imagine. This is where your story truly begins. The whispers have grown louder, the signs clearer, and the calling stronger. You are not here by accident. You are here because it's your time. The journey ahead will demand courage, but it will also unlock a life of profound purpose, joy, and transformation. Prepare yourself, for what comes next will not just change your life. It will change the world. For far too long, the world has conditioned you to live within boundaries of thought, belief, and identity. From an early age, you've been taught to fit into a mold, to follow a path defined by societal norms and expectations. But deep within, there has always been a quiet resistance, a voice that whispered, "This isn't all there is." That voice was your soul calling you to see beyond the illusions. Every system around you, the media, education, even cultural traditions, has played a role in shaping your perception of reality. They've crafted a narrative designed to keep you small, distracted, and unaware of your true potential. You were told what success should look like, what happiness should mean, and how you should measure your worth. Yet, none of it ever felt completely right, did it? That lingering dissatisfaction wasn't failure on your part. It was a sign that your soul knew something greater awaited you. The truth is, these systems were never designed to nurture your individuality or guide you toward your highest self. They were designed to maintain control. Those in positions of power feared what would happen if individuals like you, those with the courage to question and the clarity to see through the facade, began to awaken. Because once you do, their control begins to lose its grip. Think about it. How many times have you been discouraged from dreaming too big, thinking too differently, or questioning the status quo? How often have you been made to feel that your dreams were unrealistic, or that your true self wasn't enough? Those moments weren't random. They were deliberate. They were attempts to keep you in a state of doubt, to keep you from realizing just how powerful you truly are. But now, you're beginning to see through the cracks in this grand illusion. The discomfort you felt in living a life dictated by others wasn't weakness. It was your inner power trying to break free. And now, as you stand on the verge of awakening, the illusions that once held you captive are starting to fall away. You are beginning to realize that the limitations you once believed in were never real. They were constructs of a world afraid of your light. As the veil lifts, clarity emerges. You start to see that many of the fears you held onto were not your own, but were imposed upon you by a world that thrived on control. This is the moment to break free from those chains. It's the moment to reclaim your narrative, to rewrite the story you've been told about who you are and what you're capable of. The power within you has always been there, waiting patiently for you to acknowledge it. The world may have tried to bury it under layers of fear and doubt, but no external force can ever extinguish what is inherently yours. Now, as you awaken, you are reclaiming that power, and with it comes the responsibility to live in truth, not just for yourself, but for those around you who are still trapped in the illusions. This is the beginning of true freedom. Freedom is not just the absence of control. It is the ability to see the world as it truly is and to step into your destiny with courage and purpose. It's about shedding the beliefs that no longer serve you and embracing the limitless potential that has always been your birthright. The journey toward awakening is not without its trials. Every hardship you've endured, every setback you've faced, has been a vital part of your preparation. You may have thought those difficult moments were meant to break you, but in truth, they were forging you. Each challenge was designed to refine your spirit, strengthen your resolve, and deepen your understanding of yourself. Think back to the moments in your life when everything seemed to fall apart. Perhaps it was a time of deep loss, betrayal, or overwhelming uncertainty. In those moments, you may have questioned your strength or even doubted your purpose. But now, looking back, you can see how each experience shaped you, molding you into the person you are today, stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Those moments weren't punishments, they were rites of passage. The universe was never trying to break you. It was preparing you for the greatness you are stepping into now. Every tear you shed, every sleepless night, and every moment you thought you couldn't go on were necessary steps in your transformation. Without those trials, you would not have developed the inner strength required to fulfill your mission. Growth is born from discomfort. Just as a seed must push through the darkness of the soil to reach the light, you too had to endure the darkness to emerge into your full potential. And now that you've risen from those depths, you carry within you the wisdom that can only be gained through lived experience. This wisdom is your foundation, unshakable, indestructible, and uniquely yours. Yet, the journey isn't over. The road ahead will still have obstacles, but the difference is that now you know those obstacles are not there to stop you. They are there to elevate you. Every challenge is an opportunity to rise higher, to step more fully into your power. You are not the same person who once doubted their ability to overcome. You are someone who has faced the fire and emerged stronger for it. Embracing the trials also means embracing yourself fully. The parts of you that once felt broken, the moments of doubt, and the scars you carry. They are not signs of weakness. They are proof of your strength. They are reminders that you have survived and that you are capable of far more than you once believed. This path of preparation was necessary because what lies ahead requires not just strength but also clarity and purpose. The work you are meant to do is extraordinary, and only someone who has walked through the fire can lead the way. You are that person. You are the one who has been refined by life's trials, who now stands ready to fulfill a mission greater than yourself. As you continue forward, trust in the process. Know that every step, whether easy or difficult, is leading you closer to your true purpose. The universe has not placed these trials before you by accident. It has been guiding you all along, ensuring that you are ready when the time comes to rise fully into your power. And now, that time has come. Prepare yourself, not by resisting the challenges, but by embracing them. Trust that you have everything you need within you to overcome, to thrive, and to lead. The world is shifting, and you are meant to be at the forefront of that shift. Everything you've endured has brought you here, and now it's your time to rise. As you begin to awaken, a profound shift occurs. The veil that once clouded your vision starts to lift. What you once accepted as truth now feels incomplete, hollow, or even false. The world you were taught to believe in, the systems, the structures, the stories, begins to lose its grip on your mind. You start to see things for what they truly are, and in that clarity, you gain something invaluable: awareness. Awareness is both a gift and a responsibility. With it, you begin to discern the layers of illusion that have kept humanity in a state of complacency. Every belief you once held, every narrative you followed, becomes subject to scrutiny. You start noticing patterns, the way the world seeks to keep people distracted, fearful, and dependent. It becomes clear that much of what you were taught was designed to serve the interests of a select few, rather than nurture your unique power. But this realization isn't meant to create despair. On the contrary, it's an invitation to reclaim your sovereignty, to step into a new way of living, one guided by truth rather than illusion. The lifting of the veil allows you to break free from the chains of conformity. No longer do you feel bound by outdated definitions of success, happiness, or identity. You start to forge your own path, one that aligns with your deepest self. Seeing beyond the illusion doesn't mean rejecting the world entirely. It means understanding it for what it is, a temporary construct designed to challenge you, refine you, and ultimately empower you. The systems of control feared this moment because once you see clearly, you become uncontainable. No longer can you be manipulated by fear or swayed by false promises. You start living from a place of inner strength, guided not by external pressures, but by your own truth. This newfound clarity brings with it a sense of liberation. You realize that you are not defined by your past, nor are you limited by societal expectations. You begin to see through the distractions that once held your attention and focus instead on what truly matters: your purpose, your growth, and the impact you are meant to have on the world. But awareness alone is not enough. To truly embody your awakened state, you must take action. You must live in alignment with the truth you now see, even when it feels difficult. This is where many falter. Seeing the illusion is one thing. Living beyond it is another. Yet, this is the path you are being called to walk. It requires courage, persistence, and unwavering faith in yourself. Every step you take toward living authentically weakens the systems that sought to control you. Every time you choose truth over illusion, you inspire others to do the same. This is how real change happens, not through force, but through example. By being a living embodiment of awakened truth, you become a beacon for those still lost in the fog of illusion. And as you continue on this path, you'll notice that life begins to flow differently. Opportunities will arise that once seemed out of reach. People will be drawn to your light, not because you seek attention, but because your energy resonates with something deep within them. You'll start to see that the world around you mirrors the transformation happening within you. The veil has lifted, and now, with clear eyes and an open heart, you are ready to step fully into your role as a force for change. Awakening isn't just about seeing the truth, it's about living it. The journey of awakening becomes meaningful when you begin to embody the clarity and wisdom you've gained. Living your truth means aligning your actions, thoughts, and words with your highest self. It's about shedding the masks you once wore to fit in, to please others, or to avoid conflict. Now is the time to stand tall in your authenticity, even when it feels uncomfortable. Authenticity is a powerful force. When you live authentically, you send a signal to the universe that you are ready to fully embrace your role. No longer are you hiding parts of yourself to fit societal molds. Instead, you are stepping forward as the whole, complete, and unique being you were always meant to be. This isn't arrogance. It's the recognition that you are here for a purpose, and that purpose cannot be fulfilled if you deny who you truly are. But living authentically isn't without its challenges. The world may not always welcome your truth with open arms. You might face criticism, rejection, or misunderstanding. Yet, these moments are not setbacks. They are tests of your resolve. They ask you, will you continue to walk your path even when it feels lonely? Will you stay true to yourself even when it's easier to conform? The answer must be yes, because every time you choose authenticity over comfort, you strengthen your inner power. You become unshakable, a force that cannot be swayed by the opinions or judgments of others. And as you live more authentically, you begin to attract people and experiences that align with your true self. The world starts to respond to your energy in ways you never imagined. Authenticity is also about vulnerability. It's about allowing yourself to be seen, flaws, scars, and all. It's about acknowledging that while you may not have all the answers, you are committed to walking your path with integrity and courage. True strength doesn't come from pretending to be perfect. It comes from embracing your imperfections and continuing to move forward anyway. And as you live in this way, something remarkable happens. You become a catalyst for change. Your authenticity inspires others to do the same. They see in you a reflection of what is possible, a life lived in alignment with one's deepest truth. Your courage becomes contagious, sparking a ripple effect that extends far beyond what you can see. In a world that often demands conformity, living authentically is a revolutionary act. It's a declaration that you will no longer be defined by external forces, but by the light that burns within you. It's a promise to yourself that you will honor your soul's calling, no matter what. And in doing so, you begin to create a new reality, not just for yourself, but for those around you. As you continue this journey, remember that authenticity is not a destination, it's a practice. Every day presents new opportunities to live in alignment with your truth. Some days will be easier than others, but with each step, you grow stronger, more aligned, and more empowered. You are not here to live a life of quiet conformity. You are here to shine, to lead, and to inspire. Living your truth is how you fulfill that purpose. It's how you step into the fullness of who you are and create the life you were always meant to live. This is your time. The world needs your light, your voice, and your unique gifts. So, rise and live unapologetically in your truth. True power doesn't come from external sources, it comes from within. It isn't something you acquire or earn. It is something you've always had, quietly waiting for you to recognize it. For years, you may have doubted yourself, thinking that power belonged to those with influence, wealth, or status. But as you awaken, you realize a profound truth. The greatest power is the one that comes from self-awareness and inner mastery. Claiming your power begins with acknowledging everything you've overcome. Every setback, every failure, and every hardship you faced was not meant to break you, but to build the unshakable foundation upon which your strength now stands. Think back to those moments when you felt you couldn't go on, yet somehow you did. Those weren't moments of weakness, they were proof of your resilience. They were evidence of a power so profound that no external force could extinguish it. This isn't about exerting control over others or forcing outcomes. It's about standing firmly in your truth, regardless of external circumstances. Power, in its truest form, is quiet, steady, and rooted in self-trust. It's the ability to remain calm amidst chaos, to make decisions from a place of clarity rather than fear, and to move forward with purpose even when the path is uncertain. However, claiming your power also requires letting go of old beliefs. For too long, you may have been told that you weren't enough, smart enough, strong enough, capable enough. These lies have kept you small, hesitant, and unsure. But now, it's time to release those limiting beliefs and step into the fullness of who you are. You are more than enough. You are exactly who you need to be to fulfill the mission that lies ahead. To claim your power fully, you must learn to trust yourself. This trust isn't about knowing every answer or predicting every outcome. It's about believing in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. Trusting yourself means listening to your intuition, honoring your inner voice, and standing by your decisions, even when others doubt you. It means understanding that you are your greatest ally, and that the universe will support you when you act from a place of authenticity and inner strength. As you embrace your power, you'll notice a shift in the way life responds to you. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach will begin to appear. People who resonate with your energy will be drawn to you, and situations that once felt daunting will no longer hold the same weight. This isn't magic, it's alignment. When you stand in your power, you become a magnet for the things that are meant for you. But remember, power comes with responsibility. As you grow stronger, you are called to use that strength not only for your own benefit, but for the greater good. True power isn't about personal gain. It's about creating a ripple effect that uplifts those around you. It's about becoming a force of positive change in a world that desperately needs it. Now is the time to step fully into your power. Let go of self-doubt, release the fear of judgment, and trust in the strength that has carried you this far. You are ready, more ready than you've ever been. The universe has been waiting for this moment, the moment when you finally recognize the force of nature you've always been. Stepping into your power is only the beginning. The journey ahead will still have its twists and turns, moments of doubt, and unexpected challenges. But the key to navigating this path lies in one simple truth. You must trust the process. Life doesn't always unfold the way we expect it to. There will be times when things seem to fall apart, when progress feels slow, or when the road ahead appears uncertain. In those moments, it's easy to question yourself, to wonder if you're on the right path, or if you've made a mistake. But trust isn't about having all the answers. It's about believing that everything is happening exactly as it should, even when it doesn't make sense. Think about the times in your life when something didn't go according to plan. Perhaps you faced a setback, a disappointment, or a detour. At the time, it may have felt like failure, but looking back, you can see how those moments shaped you, taught you valuable lessons, and ultimately led you to where you are now. The universe operates with a wisdom far beyond human understanding. Every challenge, every delay, and every twist in the road is part of a greater plan designed to prepare you for your highest purpose. Trusting the process means surrendering the need for control. It doesn't mean sitting idly by or giving up. It means acting with intention while releasing attachment to the outcome. It means understanding that while you have the power to make choices, the universe will handle the timing and the results. This is where faith comes in. Not blind faith, but a deep, inner knowing that you are being guided, supported, and prepared for something extraordinary. Patience is a vital part of this process. In a world that moves at breakneck speed, it's easy to feel pressure to rush toward results. But true growth takes time. Just as a tree doesn't bear fruit the moment it's planted, your journey requires seasons of growth, rest, and transformation. Trust that everything is unfolding at the perfect pace, even if it feels slow or uncertain. The universe is never late, and neither are you. During moments of doubt, return to your inner compass, your intuition. That quiet voice within you knows the way, even when the path ahead seems unclear. Trusting the process means learning to listen to that voice, to honor its guidance, and to move forward with confidence, even when the way forward isn't fully illuminated. There will be moments when fear tries to creep in. Fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of stepping outside your comfort zone. But fear isn't a sign that you're on the wrong path. It's a sign that you're growing. Trust doesn't mean the absence of fear. It means choosing to move forward despite it. It means recognizing that fear is a natural part of the process and that it has no power over you unless you give it permission. As you trust the process, you'll begin to notice something remarkable. Synchronicities. These are the signs and signals from the universe that you're on the right path. They may come in the form of unexpected opportunities, chance encounters, or moments of profound clarity. Pay attention to these signs. They are the universe's way of affirming that you are exactly where you need to be. Trusting the process also means being kind to yourself. This journey isn't about perfection, it's about progress. There will be days when you feel strong and unstoppable, and there will be days when you feel uncertain and vulnerable. Both are part of the journey. Allow yourself to experience the full range of emotions without judgment, knowing that each moment is a stepping stone toward your evolution. Remember, you are not walking this path alone. The universe is constantly working behind the scenes, orchestrating events and aligning circumstances in your favor. Even when you can't see the full picture, trust that everything is falling into place. You are exactly where you need to be, and the best is yet to come. Once you begin to trust the process, the next step is learning how to flow with the universe. This isn't about passivity or giving up control. It's about aligning your energy with the natural rhythms of life. When you resist the flow, you create friction, struggle, and unnecessary hardship. But when you surrender to it, you unlock a state of effortless movement where opportunities, relationships, and solutions present themselves in ways you couldn't have imagined. Surrendering doesn't mean relinquishing your dreams or desires. It means releasing the need to force things into existence. So often, people are taught that hard work alone is the key to success, that pushing and striving are the only ways to achieve anything. But there's another, more powerful way: working in harmony with the universe. This means acting with intention but allowing space for divine timing and unseen forces to assist you. When you align with the universal flow, you begin to notice synchronicities happening more frequently. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations that you are on the right path. You might meet someone at just the right time, receive unexpected support, or find that doors open where previously there were only walls. This is what happens when your energy is in tune with the higher vibrations of purpose and trust. But how do you align with this flow? It starts with presence. Be here, fully, in this moment. Stop worrying about the future or regretting the past. Those are distractions that pull you out of alignment. Instead, focus on what is within your control right now: your mindset, your actions, and your attitude. Trust that by showing up fully in each moment, you are co-creating your future with the universe. Next, practice detachment. This doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop clinging to specific outcomes. You may have a vision for your life, but the universe might have something even greater in store for you. By releasing rigid expectations, you allow space for miracles and unexpected blessings to enter your life. Detachment is about holding your vision lightly, with faith that what is meant for you will find its way to you. Another essential aspect of aligning with universal flow is gratitude. When you cultivate a mindset of gratitude, you shift your energy to a state of abundance. Instead of focusing on what you lack, you begin to see the countless blessings already present in your life. This not only uplifts your spirit, but also amplifies your magnetism, attracting even more of what you desire. Gratitude opens the door to the universe's endless generosity. Finally, remain open. The path ahead may not look exactly as you expected, but that doesn't mean it's the wrong path. Sometimes, what feels like a detour is actually a shortcut to something even better. Stay open to possibilities, to learning, and to growth. The universe is infinitely creative, and when you align with its flow, you become a part of that creativity, effortlessly co-creating a life beyond your wildest dreams. As you learn to surrender and align, you'll discover that life doesn't have to be a constant struggle. Challenges will still arise, but instead of resisting them, you'll move through them with grace and confidence, knowing that everything is unfolding in your favor. This is the power of living in harmony with the universe, a life where joy, peace, and fulfillment become your natural state. As you deepen your connection with the universe and begin to flow with its energy, one of the most powerful tools you'll rely on is your intuition. Often misunderstood as a fleeting feeling or a vague hunch, intuition is actually your soul's direct line to higher wisdom. It is your inner compass, guiding you toward your true path and helping you navigate life's complexities with clarity and confidence. Many people ignore their intuition because they've been conditioned to trust only logic and reason. While rational thinking is valuable, it has limits. There are times when facts and figures can't provide the answers you seek, And that's where intuition steps in. It operates beyond the conscious mind, tapping into a deeper source of knowledge, the collective wisdom of the universe and your own higher self. But how do you awaken and strengthen your intuition? The first step is learning to listen. In the noise of everyday life, it's easy to miss the subtle whispers of your soul. That's why stillness and silence are so important. Spend time each day in quiet reflection, meditation, or simply being present with yourself. The more you create space for inner stillness, the clearer your intuition becomes. Next, pay attention to how your body responds to situations and people. Intuition often speaks through the body, through a feeling in your gut, a sudden sense of calm, or even a tension in your chest. These physical signals are your soul's way of communicating with you, offering guidance beyond words. Learn to trust these feelings, even if they don't always make logical sense at first. Another key to awakening your intuition is recognizing patterns. Life often presents lessons and cycles, and your intuition can help you see these repeating themes. By noticing patterns in your experiences, relationships, and emotions, you gain valuable insights into your life's direction. Intuition helps you break free from unconscious cycles and make choices that lead to growth and fulfillment. Trust is essential in developing your intuition. There will be moments when following your inner guidance feels risky or uncertain. You may not have all the answers, and others may question your decisions. But intuition isn't about certainty, it's about faith. It's about trusting that your soul knows what's best for you, even when the path ahead isn't fully visible. Over time, as you continue to listen to and trust your intuition, it will become second nature. You'll find that decisions come more easily, that you feel more confident in your choices, and that life flows more smoothly. Intuition doesn't eliminate challenges, but it does provide a sense of direction and assurance that you are walking the right path. Finally, remember that intuition isn't just about personal guidance, it's also a tool for helping others. As you awaken to your own inner wisdom, you'll become more attuned to the needs and emotions of those around you. You'll be able to offer insight, support, and guidance in ways that uplift and inspire. Your intuition becomes not only a compass for your own journey, but also a light for others navigating their own paths. Awakening your intuition is a profound step in your journey of transformation. It connects you to the deeper truths of existence and empowers you to live with authenticity, purpose, and clarity. The more you trust your inner compass, the more aligned your life becomes, and the more you step into your role as a creator of your reality. Trust in this gift. It is your soul's way of guiding you home. In a world that feels increasingly chaotic, where demands on your time, energy, and attention seem relentless, finding peace can feel like an impossible task. Yet, inner peace is not only possible, it's essential. Without it, you become reactive, easily swayed by external circumstances, and disconnected from your true self. But with inner peace, you can navigate life with clarity, strength, and purpose, no matter what storms may come your way. Inner peace doesn't mean the absence of challenges. Instead, it's about cultivating a calm center that remains steady even in turbulent times. Life will always bring moments of uncertainty and difficulty, but those moments don't have to control you. When you find peace within yourself, you become anchored. No matter how strong the winds of life blow, you stand firm, rooted in your own sense of balance and self-trust. How do you begin to cultivate this inner peace? It starts by letting go of the need to control everything around you. Control is an illusion. Life is inherently unpredictable. The more you try to force things to go your way, the more stress and frustration you create. Instead, surrender to the flow of life, trusting that each experience, whether joyful or painful, is part of your growth. Let go of resistance and allow life to unfold as it will. Next, practice mindfulness. Being present in the moment is one of the most powerful ways to cultivate peace. So often, anxiety comes from worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. But when you focus your attention on the here and now, you free yourself from those mental traps. Mindfulness doesn't mean ignoring your responsibilities. It means engaging with them fully, without being weighed down by fear or regret. Another key to finding inner peace is releasing negativity. Whether it's toxic relationships, self-critical thoughts, or unhealthy habits, negativity disrupts your sense of calm. It's not always easy to let go, especially when you've grown used to certain patterns. But as you release what no longer serves you, you create space for peace to enter your life. Surround yourself with people, environments, and activities that uplift you and nourish your soul. Inner peace also comes from self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. You are on a journey, and like everyone else, you will make mistakes along the way. Instead of judging yourself harshly, learn to see mistakes as opportunities for growth. Treat yourself with the same understanding and patience you would offer a close friend. When you practice self-compassion, you build a foundation of peace that can withstand life's challenges. Finally, remember that inner peace is a practice, not a destination. There will be days when you feel calm and centered, and there will be days when peace feels far away. That's okay. What matters is that you keep returning to the practice, trusting that each time you do, you strengthen your ability to find calm amid chaos. Over time, peace will become not just something you experience occasionally, but a natural state of being, one that empowers you to live fully and authentically. Healing is a central part of your awakening. You cannot step into your full power without first addressing the wounds you carry. These wounds, whether emotional, mental, or spiritual, are not signs of weakness. They are evidence of your humanity. Everyone experiences pain, but not everyone chooses to heal. By choosing to confront your pain, you are embarking on one of the most courageous journeys a person can take. Healing begins with acknowledgement. You cannot heal what you refuse to face. Many people try to bury their pain, hoping it will go away on its own. But suppressed pain doesn't disappear. It festers, manifesting as anxiety, depression, or physical illness. True healing requires that you bring your wounds into the light, allowing yourself to feel the emotions you may have been avoiding. This process can be uncomfortable, but it is necessary for transformation. As you acknowledge your pain, give yourself permission to grieve. Whether it's the loss of a loved one, a missed opportunity, or a betrayal, grief is a natural part of the healing process. Too often, society pressures people to move on quickly, dismissing the importance of mourning. But healing is not a race, it's a journey. Allow yourself the time and space to process your emotions fully. Only by moving through the pain can you release it. Another vital aspect of healing is forgiveness. This doesn't mean condoning harmful actions or pretending they didn't hurt you. Forgiveness is about freeing yourself from the burden of resentment. Holding on to anger or bitterness keeps you tied to the past, preventing you from fully embracing the present. When you forgive, you reclaim your power. You are no longer defined by what happened to you. You are defined by how you rise beyond it. Self-forgiveness is equally important. Many people carry deep shame or guilt over past mistakes. They replay moments of failure in their minds, holding themselves hostage to a version of themselves that no longer exists. But you are not the person you were back then. You have grown, learned, and evolved. Forgive yourself for what you didn't know at the time, and trust that you did the best you could with the knowledge you had. As you heal, you'll notice that your perspective begins to shift. What once felt like unbearable pain now feels like a source of strength. Your wounds become not just scars but symbols of resilience. They remind you of what you've endured and how far you've come. Healing transforms pain into power, turning what once held you back into the very thing that propels you forward. Healing also connects you more deeply to others. When you've walked through the fire of your own pain, you develop empathy for those still struggling. Your journey becomes a source of inspiration and guidance, showing others that healing is possible. In this way, your personal transformation creates a ripple effect, extending far beyond yourself. By healing yourself, you contribute to the healing of the world. Remember, healing is an ongoing process. There will be layers to uncover, lessons to learn, and emotions to release. But each step you take brings you closer to wholeness. You are not broken. You are becoming. Every tear shed, every sleepless night, and every moment of vulnerability is part of the alchemy that transforms your wounds into wisdom. Trust that the universe is supporting you every step of the way. Healing isn't something you have to do alone. Call upon the guidance of spirit, the support of loved ones, and the strength within yourself. The more you open yourself to healing, the more you step into your true power. A power rooted not in the absence of pain, but in your ability to rise above it. This is your time to heal, to transform, and to emerge stronger than ever before. Your journey is not just about overcoming pain. It's about using that pain as fuel to create a life of meaning, purpose, and joy. Healing is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of a new chapter, one where you step into the fullness of who you are and inspire others to do the same. As you heal, align with the universe, and step into your power, something extraordinary begins to happen. You naturally start to inspire others. This isn't because you're seeking attention or recognition, but because your energy has shifted. When you live authentically, when you trust your intuition, and when you embody peace and strength, people notice. They see in you a reflection of what's possible, and that inspires them to seek their own truth. This is the ripple effect. Every action you take, every word you speak, and every choice you make sends out waves of influence into the world. You may not always see the impact immediately, but rest assured, it is happening. The courage you show in following your path gives others permission to do the same. Your journey becomes a beacon of hope for those still searching for their way. In a world that often feels divided and disconnected, this ripple effect is more powerful than you might realize. People crave authenticity. They are drawn to those who live with integrity, purpose, and compassion. By simply being yourself, you create a space for others to step into their own power. You don't need to preach or persuade. Your presence alone is enough. When others see you living in alignment with your truth, they begin to believe that they, too, can live in alignment with theirs. But creating a ripple effect isn't just about inspiring individuals. It's about contributing to a larger collective shift. Society, as it stands, is undergoing a profound transformation. Old systems and structures are breaking down, making way for a new paradigm based on unity, empathy, and awakened consciousness. You are part of this transformation. Your growth, your healing, and your awakening contribute to the awakening of humanity as a whole. Think of it this way. Every ripple begins with a single drop. You may feel small in the grand scheme of things, but your actions create waves that extend far beyond what you can see. The conversations you have, the kindness you show, and the authenticity you embody all have the power to spark change in ways you may never fully know. Trust that by living your truth, you are making a difference, not just in your own life, but in the lives of countless others. However, leading by example also requires humility. It's not about placing yourself above others or pretending to have all the answers. It's about walking your path with an open heart, acknowledging that you are still learning and growing. True leadership comes not from a place of superiority, but from a place of service. It's about being willing to share your journey, the triumphs and the struggles, so that others feel less alone on theirs. Your ripple effect will continue to grow, touching lives in ways you may never witness directly. But trust in this. Every step you take toward your highest self contributes to a world that is more compassionate, more awake, and more alive. The change starts with you, and through you, it spreads. As you walk this path of awakening, alignment, healing, and leadership, you are also creating something far greater than personal transformation. You are building your legacy. Legacy isn't just about material wealth or accomplishments. It's about the impact you leave behind, the lives you touch, and the ways in which you contribute to the betterment of the world. What do you want your legacy to be? How do you want to be remembered? These are questions worth asking, not from a place of ego, but from a place of purpose. Every choice you make, every action you take, and every word you speak contributes to the story you are writing, the story that others will remember long after you're gone. Your legacy is not something you create in a single moment. It's built over time, through the daily decisions you make. It's about how you show up in the world, how you treat others, and how you pursue your purpose. It's about the love you give, the kindness you extend, and the truth you live. Each of these seemingly small actions adds up, creating a life that echoes beyond time. But building a legacy doesn't mean you have to be perfect. In fact, it's your imperfections, your struggles, and your willingness to rise after falling that make your story powerful. People are inspired not by those who appear flawless, but by those who are real, those who face life's challenges with courage and continue to move forward despite them. Your legacy is shaped not by a single defining moment, but by the countless moments when you chose to keep going, to keep growing, and to keep giving. Legacy is also about contribution. It's about recognizing that you are part of something much greater than yourself. Whether through your work, your relationships, or your acts of service, you have the power to leave the world a little better than you found it. You don't need to be famous or have a platform to create a meaningful legacy. Sometimes, the quietest lives leave the loudest echoes. A kind word, a helping hand, or a compassionate heart can have a ripple effect that extends far beyond what you can see. As you continue on this journey, take time to reflect on what truly matters to you. What values do you want to uphold? What causes do you want to support? What kind of world do you want to help create? These reflections will guide you in building a legacy that feels authentic and aligned with your highest self. And remember, legacy isn't just about the future. It's about how you live today. Each moment is an opportunity to create something meaningful, to make a difference, and to leave your mark on the world. You don't have to wait for some distant day to begin building your legacy. It starts now, with every choice you make, every action you take, and every truth you live. Your life is a gift, and the impact you have on the world is your greatest offering. Embrace the journey, trust the process, and know that you are already creating a legacy, one that will echo long after your time on this earth has passed. The universe has placed you here for a reason, and the world needs what only you can offer. So rise, step into your power, and build a life that matters. The path ahead may not always be easy, but it will be worth it. Trust that every step you take is shaping not just your destiny, but the destiny of those who follow. This is your time. This is your legacy, and it begins now.